that you agree with what they're talking about?
Yeah, with what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Urban Dictionary's second definition of based
no.
is the opposite of cringe. And that makes total sense to me.
Oh, okay. So like you're not like
Oh, based.
oh,
That
no,
that
sorry,
totally
Frank,
that
you're
like
yeah.
the doors just opened for me.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
okay, now I know the name of tonight's
oh my
episode.
God, yay.
5.
Now. 4.
3,
2,
1.
1.
Hello world, here's a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, bienvenue, welcome to the happy hour.
Oh my God, if I wasn't recording that, I would be pissed. No, so wow, we got 10 minutes of all sorts of amazing things to shift
we're almost
through.
out of time.
Yeah, my name's David Auger. I am at Glaucus123 on Twitter, Metal Dave on Blue Sky, and Metal Dave 01 on Threads now. Joined as always by Beth.
What up? I'm
Sup?
at HIVERHUIT on Twitter and Blue Sky.
Apparently, and Veronica.
Apparently.
Yeah, I'm at CHILE_Pepper on Threads and the Bird app, and then CHILEPPEPPER on Blue Sky. Did I say Blue Sky before?
Because Blue Sky cannot do underscores.
Can't
It is a
handle it.
foreign concept to them.
Oh, I kept on getting an
Yeah.
error message when I was setting my
And
name.
you're like, what the frickin' frick?
Why?
Why? It is a weird, like, of all the characters to negate for, like, a username, that's such a weird... Maybe since it's used for, like, spam accounts a lot, I really wonder if they're like, fuck underscores.
Right.
Or something like that.
Yeah,
We're the
yeah.
Happy
I
Hour.
don't care.
On Twitter still. Happy Hour Pod on Instagram. I'm horrible at updating that. Sorry about our Instagram folks. YouTube.com/Happy Hour and happyhour.com. Well, I can only think of 2 pieces of news for the Habs this week. And Beth is going to take over one of them.
Brendan Gallagher got engaged.
The engagement! Woo!
Oh my stop. Tomato. No.
So
David.
good for Brendan Gallagher finally
Yeah.
saying that he has to put the stirrups up and just say, you know what, I gotta settle down, get a parcel of land out in the country. And
I was like trying to like, it's like just such BC snobbery. I was trying to place where was he?
oh, my
'Cause he
mom
was
does that.
obviously in British
yeah.
Columbia. And it turns out that he put in there that he was in Whistler.
Yeah.
Where was he?
They were in
Whistler.
Whistler.
Oh,
They're in
Whistler.
The same
Yeah.
place that her parents got engaged 30 years ago.
Whom?
Emma's parents
The
got
lady?
engaged.
Oh, is Emma the fiance?
Yes.
Yes. Emma
For all
Forte.
those that
Emma.
aren't quick to the uptake here,
David.
Brendan Gallagher fiancéed
I
his
love-
Emma, and there we are.
Yeah.
Here we
They
are
have a
today.
dog too, but I forget what their dog's name is. I just love how casual it was.
Yeah.
Like they were just like out for like a hike
They
or
were just
whatever.
out like walking. Like nobody got dressed up or like
Yeah.
nobody knew their picture was being taken that day.
Yeah.
Or at least Brendan knew, but obviously
Brendan knew, but he does
he
not
doesn't
give a
give a
shit.
shit.
What do you
He
do?
said,
Like put it like
I
wait a
look
minute, honey, let me put my phone on the tree over here.
Yeah. That's a thing. It's a thing, eh? It's like getting your picture taken when you are proposing or being proposed to. The other thing that the kids do is like they film asking somebody to a prom
They're promposals. Those are a thing.
proposal.
Yeah, it's like a-
Proposals?
Yeah.
So much
Dude,
pressure,
you never
man.
seen those? You should
No.
look, you should look at promposal on like TikTok and Instagram. It's crazy.
That is going to be an amazing reality TV show now. I
Well, they-
can't.
It's so
What I think-
awful,
What I
because
think
what about-
Brendan did was like, hey, let me put my phone over here and we'll take
Oh
a
my
cute
God.
picture or what, like take a or
No.
whatever. And then he was like, I'm proposing.
It was
people
too
do that.
perfectly
I
centered.
proposed.
Yeah.
He could have gone out before and like figured out like, okay, I know I want to do it here. So where do I need to place my phone?
Both of my boyfriend's sisters got engaged and married recently, and they both have like photo albums of the proposal.
No.
That's a lot.
No.
I'd rather spend that money on replacing my ball bearing in my car. Like, holy crap, are you fucking kidding me? Photo albums? I can imagine like a page or two.
Total photo albums.
Like
and
a-
it's just like
A page or two.
No.
One Instagram post and use all
Yeah.
the slides.
professional photographers.
If I get engaged, I want to like
Thank
I don't
God.
want 8 million people there. Like literally, if you must a hidden photographer for like a few photos of the moment, maybe. But like
Yeah.
honestly, if I come home from work and you're just in the living room,
No,
fine.
like no.
That's literally all. I don't need.
It's just an extra layer of pressure, social media pressure that people are putting on themselves.
They like showing off, which I mean, it's fine. Like whatever you want to show off, that's totally
No,
like
it's
like-
it's not. I think it's another layer of pressure.
I don't want to put Veronica on the spot about this, but
Tell me right now.
we're gonna need. I need you to dive into your well of knowledge.
All right.
Have you ever before in your life heard about professional photographers for engagements?
Have I ever in my
Oh
life
yeah, like ever.
engagements? Never.
Like what we're talking about right now. Like it's never like I'm pretty much I'm thinking the same thing
Never.
because I'm like
Never. Like
even
candidates, there's a candid of the time that my former husband proposed to me. It's just something that happened. But now everybody's got a camera, right? Everybody
yeah.
has a camera.
Mm-hmm.
So it's different than back in my day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
'Cause
It
I'm
is.
old. But no, like engagement photos?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Weddings, of course. Engagement, no.
Mm-hmm.
people like I mean, some people do plan like big things. Like a lot of people will like. So take for instance, my best friend and her husband. They did like a couples photo shoot or whatever. Like just they'd been together for a hot minute or whatever, and he planned a photo shoot. He was like, I want to get some nice pictures for us. Like the holidays are coming, blah blah blah. And so they had a photo shoot planned, and he proposed during the photo shoot.
Oh, that
People do that all the
skeevy,
time.
Clever.
that skeevy little penny pincher.
That is clever.
No,
It is clever. A bit. It's like, hey, honey, we have to change our clothes really quick. Then come back. That's so funny. No, but actually, I was just thinking about that. Couples photos. Unheard of until recently, I would say.
yeah,
like
my, this girl I
the only time you'd go out to get like pictures done, it's like, oh, hey, we have a baby. So now you have to go out into the woods with the baby and make sure the leaves are falling and have the baby and hold the baby and then give the pictures out at Christmas, baby. And then we got to go to JCPenney and then we got to go to Macy's and get more pictures done. Oh my God. I think
Sears.
Veronica knows exactly what I'm talking about.
we did the Walmart ones. We did when they had the trellis in the middle of the aisle at Walmart.
Oh my God. I
think
can't.
my babies have their Sears portraits.
Sears?
In-
Sears. That's that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sears.
The
But
mall.
okay,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
now like there's a thing like you get seasonal photos. Like everybody's like, oh, we're going to do our fall photos, our spring photos, our back to school photos, our summer photos, our Christmas photos. I'm like,
Nope.
but it's like people wanting to show off their family, their friends, their partner,
Mhm.
whatever on social media.
The Christmas card thing I get, but like aside from
Yeah.
that's weird. The other thing I have to defend though are I had a group of friends growing up that would go to either Sears or JCPenney or somebody that had like camera stuff, right? And they would always do a Christmas shoot together in like ugly sweaters in like kind
That's
of
cute.
not appropriate poses, etc. And there was like 8 of them, in these shoots too,
Oh
and
my
they're
gosh,
just
that's
like
so
doing the most
funny.
ridiculous shit, and that was funny, but whatever.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I mean, like when I was in like high school and stuff, like we would do, like we would hang out and we would do like photo shoots or whatever. But it was literally like we'd bring like bring like 3 different outfits and like take pictures together in like different places around the neighborhood in our different outfits. So then we could put them on MySpace and look and be like, okay, I have these pictures to upload to look like I do things. and like you would change outfits so people thought they were on a different day, but it's literally just all the same day. You just went to different places around the neighborhood, and like, people were like, okay, that person does fun things with their friends, like they're cool or whatever.
MySpace, we could do a
here's a
whole
picture as proof.
we could do a whole episode on MySpace. What a
I never had
golden
MySpace.
Oh man, that was probably the best social media.
It was. If MySpace had just held its horses and waited until it would 5 minutes until everybody was like, okay, Facebook, whatever, goodbye, and went back, they would have been fine.
I am only going to say this one thing because if we open up this can, I'm not going to be able to close it.
Oh my God.
MySpace
Okay.
bought apparently by Rupert Murdoch, who canned it intentionally. Do you recall also how
Evil man.
was it Tumblr that bought MySpace or was it Yahoo that bought
Yahoo
Tumblr?
bought Tumblr.
That's where it is. But MySpace did get switched around a few times and then it
It
finally
did.
died. But
yeah.
anyway,
It's terrible.
so Brendan Gallagher's
I just think,
engaged.
sorry, before we
Oh.
go back to Brendan Gallagher, I think that this whole thing is so bad for society and people because everybody's trying to outdo each other with these pictures of themselves doing this shit.
Well,
And we all know how, like, you know, Instagram is like has been sort of super detrimental to teenage girls who, you know, they feel like they're not enough or whatever. I just think it's why are you taking fucking pictures of your fucking engagement? Why?
It's either we have wars over engagement pictures or we have wars with guns, Veronica. You choose.
Yeah. Pick one.
Oh man.
I mean, I don't think it's
Either.
wrong for
but
people to
you're
want
right.
pictures of special moments of their lives.
It's
like,
right.
It's just
Yeah,
not
it's great.
necessarily
Also,
for
you have
me.
a photo for yourself, but you have to blast it to the people, to other people.
Yeah.
That's my
So-
thing. It's like have
Are
a
you
picture
saying,
for
like,
yourself,
don't
but you're
post a
blasting
picture
it
of your engagement.
and you're creating this thing that people have to aspire to. And if they don't do that, if they don't reach that echelon, then they're lesser than. It's just this whole thing, you know, like I like how I hate like holidays and all that shit because some people don't have family to spend with the holidays, like all the
I mean,
holiday pictures and all that shit.
The
Anyway,
I attribute it to the similarity is that everybody wants their 15 minutes and social media kind of gives that to them all the
Yeah.
time.
Like if you post a picture, at least one person's probably gonna like it, kind of thing.
Nobody likes
a-
any of my pictures.
It's
Yeah,
a dopamine thing.
likes.
I do not get on Instagram, David.
nobody
Although
likes-
you'll
I like all your pictures, David.
keep even when I go to my new to you tab on YouTube, one of your mixes, like a mix of your videos, keeps popping up, and the thumbnail is always you in that crazy big black wig, and I'm like,
That is like one of my favorite videos I made too, pretty
and I'm
much
like,
because
I've
of that
watched
wig.
this so many times. Why is it still in my suggested?
But also because I really liked my mix of that particular song too. I was like, that's exactly what I wanted it to sound like. I did it.
It just makes me laugh because I've watched it. I promise you, I've watched.
Oh no,
it.
it's fine. I believe you. It's for all the
Yeah.
Pokemon fans out there. Anyone that knows Vermilion
Lavender Town one.
Lavender Town.
Lavender
Yeah,
Town.
that is.
That's
Yeah.
why I
Um,
have no pictures on Instagram because Robbie does not want his face on social media. So
It already is. Sorry,
No
Robbie. Oh, it's there. I'll find him. We'll find him.
I've seen him on Instagram. On your Instagram.
It's already done.
The
occasionally.
boat.
It's already
the
done.
boat.
But like he's just like he's always likening me to some tourist because I'm always taking pictures of everything. But I see things, so I want to take pictures of them.
Yeah.
And any pictures of him and me, he's just like, this is not going on social media.
Just put an emoji over his face. Just pick a smiley. Just pick any smiley.
Sorry, but
Oh,
man,
that's a good idea.
every
That's
country
fine.
on the planet already knows everything about him. I'm so
I
sorry.
know.
I'm so
It's true.
sorry.
But he's so old fashioned. He's the, as I say, he's the youngest old person that I know.
Really
And then I'm next after that.
nice. So Bran Gallagher's engaged. Congratulations. Don't know where the wedding
Yeah,
is, and we did not.
congratulations.
We better get our invites to the wedding.
That's the same lady that he's been seeing all along, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
for like months,
A
year, perhaps
Oh,
a
a
little more.
Longer.
Yeah.
Remember
A
when
year,
she
at least.
seen? We found out on Instagram, motherfuckers.
And then everyone was like, and oh my god, all that bullshit. So
Yeah.
that all comes full
I
circle
just want him
to
to shave his head.
well, he might have to.
As
but
somebody who's in love with a bald man,
Yeah.
I want him to shave his head.
that would be
He will
kind of
when
cool.
he's ready.
I think
He
he
will when he's
should
ready.
rock the skullet. That would be even better.
Yeah,
No.
the
So happy.
skullet.
The
No.
skullet.
No. No.
So, going full circle about fans being assholes. David Reinbacher signed an entry level contract.
Yeah, he did.
I would be surprised if he's not with Laval at
Yeah.
season start because people are really high on him. But like, I don't know if he's committed to college yet though. Like, did we get that report about Reinbacher yet? About anything like that? I know he's.
I don't think so. I mean, I think he verbally said that he wants to go back and finish school, and he
that's
wants to
right.
play in
Good call.
Sweden.
Oh, Switzerland, right?
Switzerland.
Actually,
I don't remember it.
yeah, no, I did
Ah!
that. Now that's starting to ring a bell for me because I know he was practicing at least at Boston University, right? Or is that some other guy? Wow, I
No, I
thought
think-
I had it straight. Wait a second, now I'm
No, because he was playing. He was definitely.
I'm
playing
sorry.
Europe.
I'm getting him mixed up with Alex Newhook. That's the
Okay.
guy that we haven't heard the contract about yet, and that's a big.
Yeah,
Where is it? He got the qualifying offer.
he did.
We didn't get any fireworks back and forth yet about that, so maybe it's just getting handled kind of like how Caulfield was handled. Caulfield, radio silence for months until it finally happened.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering about that. So my mistake, I was getting my facts mixed up with Newhook. Reinbacher, entry-level contract. I really curious about how that's all going to shake out.
It will be interesting. Like, he is very eager.
Yeah,
He's very eager.
he's also a
Um,
boyo.
Yes.
He's a little boy. I was just
lad.
thinking, I was listening closely to when he was, I wasn't on with you guys last week, unfortunately, but when he was on with his mom, when he signed his contract, when he was FaceTiming, I was listening very closely because in Switzerland, there's 3 official languages. It's Italian and German and French.
Ought to be French, yeah. I would
And
expect.
so, but he was speaking German.
Austrian, maybe.
So I was paying very close attention to that because I'm always curious about that. But as you know, for me, an 18-year-old is still a boy, and he's just I don't know. It's so upsetting to me that anybody could be against this kid.
Oh,
People find reasons to be against anything. Like, I could be like, hey, this grape cures cancer.
18.
And they're like, oh, you don't like pistachios. I don't fucking know. They find reasons to be mad about whatever.
It looks, every time I see that face, I'm just like, my goodness, he's just a little angel. He's a
so
little cherub.
cute. He's very cute.
I'll put it out there and say that I can hate children
That's
easily.
That is not
That's
new
okay.
news. That's not new news, David.
That's
There are
like,
kids.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to think of like you remember Beth probably has a little bit more idea of this, but do you remember the whole makeup apology video fiasco like 5 years ago before COVID where somebody would do like some makeup influencer would do something atrocious at a party
Yes,
in LA?
the friggin' it was like Jeffree Star.
Yes.
That kid.
Yes.
That kid, and then the sugar bear hair
Oh,
lady.
yes.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Now
Yes.
they were probably 20s at the time, but they were
James
teenagers.
Charles, I don't remember how old he was. but
James
that's
Charles
James
was
Charles.
the one in particular I was thinking of, whom
Yeah.
is a New York native. I think he actually went to high school in Albany. Stab him high, as my mother calls it. So, honestly, so aside from Reinbacher, Rafael Harvey Pinard got his extension.
Thank
He
God.
says it's a dream come true. Of course it is. Look at that motherfucker. He's amazing. Can't wait to see him back in the Bleu Blanc et Rouge. The Canadians development camp concluded, I think, the day that we recorded, Beth.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's all said and done. We got to see Lane Hudson teamed up with Reinbacher as the first pairing line
Hell
for
yeah.
Team White, and that was like, I think Team Red won that one though, didn't they? Yep, Team Red got one of them. Of course, I slept through it because I was a freaking idiot, but because I was tired. Oh,
Sleepy days.
sleepy me, sleepy me.
There was one kid that I don't like in my whole life. Like, just don't like. And
One.
it was his parents' fault. Like,
Usually the parents.
it was we were still in Montreal, and the family would come over and visit, and the kid was so spoiled rotten. Everything had to be blue because he wanted to be a policeman. And then
Red flag.
Red flag.
red flag.
Red flag.
And then when he had it, he would tell his parents, Jean-Louis wants to go home.
Oh.
And they'd go, okay, we have to go home now. And after Jean-Louis
Wow.
would just sort of rule our worlds for the entire day, and after his parents were gone, like, my parents never said anything bad in front of us,
However,
my brothers and I, but they would just be like blown away. They would just be blown away about how this like fucking 4-year-old ruled his house. It is the worst child that I've ever met in my entire life.
I hate him too.
Jean-Louis says it's time to go home. Jean-Louis
Jean-Louis,
doesn't eat
oh.
that because it's not blue.
Ugh.
Jean-Louis.
John Raphael's never had a real job in his life.
Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, sorry. I
Oh
was
no,
trying
no, that's okay.
It's the only horrible child, like the worst child I've ever met.
I agree. I don't like that guy
Anyway,
either.
sorry.
Now, Mr. Michael Stevens.
Mitchell Stevens.
Who? No, I said Mr.
You said Michael.
You
I said. You know what's so funny? I was thinking about that too the other day because at the time, I know I said Mr. I remembered Mr. And then my brain blacked out for literally 5 seconds. And then you mentioned, you corrected me, Beth. And I was like, no, I didn't. Because I literally did not remember saying that. The
I don't even know who you're talking about, by the way.
second
Last
after I
week.
said it.
Last week.
And it
he
is
said-
true. Please go ahead.
He said, "What did you say, Steven?"
So
He said,
we have Mitchell Stevens, right? The guy just signed a 1-year, 2-way contract with Laval, right? And
Okay.
I said something about Mr. Stevens, but I don't even think if this is the correct Stevens, frankly. But I said something like, so Mr. Stevens will blah, 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 blah. And then I called him Michael. His name's Mitchell. And Beth was like, no, his name's Mitchell. I was like, I didn't say Mitchell. I said Mr. Completely forgetting the fact that I called him Michael literally
You did.
2 seconds ago.
yes. And then
It's-
last week you said Stephen Cowan, not
I
Stu
saw
Cowan.
something on
Oh,
internet about
did I?
You
Okay.
did. And then you were like, no, I said Stu Cowan. I'm like, you said Steven, but okay. And I apologized. And then in the transcript, it says that you said Stephen Cowan.
I saw
I
the,
don't trust AI.
about that. Yep.
Mitchell Stevens looks familiar, but I don't know why. Like, I don't know him.
You know, he looks like another player,
generic.
frankly. He looks
He does,
like,
but which one?
oh my God. Tory Mitchell.
What about him?
He looks like Tory Mitchell.
Let's see. You know, I love me some Tory Mitchell.
Like, I looked at him, I'm like, this
I
isn't a
love me
name
some Tory
thing.
Mitchell.
This
So
is
do
just
I.
the picture I'm looking at. I'm like, that looks like Tory Mitchell.
Troy Mitchell.
Where's Scory Mitchell these days?
I think he works at a college.
That's hilarious.
And his hair. Remember?
Oh no, he had some good goals, good old
Remember
Scory
him,
Mitchell.
Eh,
I think
Scory Mitchell.
that's the face that comes to mind. It took me a second to remember his name. I'm like, oh, Tory Mitchell.
Good name.
Or
Who's this
Thomas-
person?
or
Phil
no,
Stevens?
maybe not. What
He's
was
a
that?
new guy. He we got him, I think, as a UFA, but he was most recently with the Red Wings. One of my Red Wings fan friends says he's great.
Oh,
Um
he's gonna be
he's
a
a
great
great-
rocket.
great dude. He plays well. So
Nice
that we
guy,
should
plays
like
the
him.
game.
Yes, pucks in deep, hard in the corners.
Okay,
Okay, I can kind of, if you look at when Tori Mitchell was on the Ducks, like this very, you were talking about this
I see
very,
it. I see it.
Oh
Oh, he
my
looks like
goodness.
Ashton
so that's
Kutcher.
Tori Mitchell. That's old Tori Mitchell, and then here's Mitchell Stevens.
That's Ashton
That's
Kutcher.
actual Tori Mitchell.
when he
Okay.
was with the Lightning. Oh, fuck, this is not working.
That's not. That doesn't look like
And
Tori
it,
Mitchell.
it's you can't see all of the definition. Here, I'll send it in the DMs.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hair.
No, it's not going to be on the hair. It's going to be like the facial feature, like the bone structure. I can kind of see where Dave's coming from.
I think I'm getting.
right.
I think I'm getting a player mixed up here. I'm doing our listeners a disservice though,
That
because
looks nothing like Tori Mitchell at all.
what the frick? Wait a second. Okay. I don't remember. Anyway. Mitchell Stevens, development camp. Yeah, not a whole lot of news overall, though. I mean, a lot of drama around the league, though. I mean, the Ottawa Senators lost Alex DeBrincat for a bucket of pucks, apparently.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I didn't look into that. I don't care. Wasn't
I don't
Habs
care.
related, so whatever. What's even better though, Philip Zadina, UFA to terminate
finally.
his contract. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And the whole wow, and then of course
The
all
Sharks-
the memes came out
The
about
Sharks picked him up.
yeah
Sharks.
the Sharks did. Yep, that's right.
Guess who
Puck filling nets and they didn't do it.
is still unsigned as a UFA currently.
Phil Kessel.
No, I don't love that. We're loving this. We're loving that this player is still unsigned.
I don't.
We're hoping
care
it continues.
Oh, I think I know
you know?
now.
Do you know? Do you
think-
know?
I
Do you want to
think
guess, Dave? Do you want to guess?
I'll take a guess. Patrick Kane.
Yes! Winner, chicken
Oh.
dinner.
Ooh.
Fucking useless shit bag.
Yeah, him, Taves. What's a little bit more supply? Well, no, I don't know. Tarasenko. You know who else is UFA? Fucking Tomas Tatar.
I saw that
Bring him
too.
Man, wouldn't that be fucking cool?
I
would
thought Taves was
lose-
retiring anyway.
They would have so much fun with him,
Oh my
Yes.
wouldn't
God.
they?
Tuna's back. Yay! Uncle Tuna's back.
Between, I always think of Suzuki and Caulfield. They would have so much. Like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm still so mad that we didn't get to Foley.
Toffoli, or keeping, like you said, Deneau when he was traded. That was so like, whoa, damn. Why the fuck would you do that? Deneau would be an amazing third line center. But great. I don't know. It's so training camp. Been saying that for a while, but that's gonna be the case now, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else is going on in Habs land. I think that's like all the pertinent stuff. Anything else seismic happen? I can't think of it. Everyone's
No.
trying to figure out where to get our news now because Twitter is such a shithole nowadays.
It's a shithole.
It's awful. It's horrendously awful.
My notifications have not, like, I have notifications on for like certain people and I'm not getting them. Like they're not pushing through.
I saw that
That's really fucking annoying.
yeah, I saw that the Habs got a thread going, so I have notifications for the Habs on Threads,
Threads.
but they're going to be on Twitter for a long time. You want to know why? Because they have like 1.5 million followers on Twitter, and they have like 30,000 on Threads.
Yeah.
It's like,
Friend of the podcast, one Chloe,
Chloe.
went to the Blue Jays game in, was it Detroit? Detroit. I think it was Detroit. Fudge. Let me double check.
It's the off season.
What?
I said it's the off season. What are you talking about?
Who are the Tigers?
No, the Blue Jays are playing. I think it's baseball season, isn't it? Right now?
It is baseball season, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Tigers, the Detroit, it is the Tigers because the Lions are the football.
Yes. That I do know.
So, guess also,
oh my God. Baseball. Sorry. Yeah.
Ava, friend of the podcast,
Ava from the podcast.
we love her,
Love
was also
Ava.
at this game.
Awesome.
Yes.
Guess who also was at this baseball game? Behind
Carey
Ava.
Price.
No,
No.
Shea Weber.
no. Not a Hab related to a Hab.
Okay.
Pat Toffoli.
Ryan Reynolds.
Baseball related to a Hab.
Oh.
Baseball. Oh well, I'm out.
No, you guys know this.
Baseball related.
I don't
Yogi
listen
Berra?
to. I don't listen to.
Daddy Petrie.
Aww.
Fine. Fucking God.
Daddy Petrie.
Oh
with a-
yeah, the whole
Get that
right.
game.
Yeah, Jeff should have played baseball. Would have saved
What
us
is
a
he
lot
doing?
of heartache.
Does he have a team? Because
What?
the Penguins were desperately trying to get rid of him.
Oh, I can check that really quick. Actually, let's see. Where did he end up?
They were desperately trying to get, like, since the middle of the season, they were like, hey, who wants Jeff Petrie?
And he is currently the top paid defenseman on the Penguins.
Oh my
Disgusting.
God. What a horrible, horrible mistake. I'm
Also-
so glad to have Matheson.
It's so crazy because Chris Letang is somebody you would want to keep, and he's only like a year older than Jeff Petrie, and people are like, Letang has to retire because he is literally having heart attacks and breaking his legs every game,
Yeah,
every
he's
other
not-
game.
Yeah, he shouldn't be playing hockey.
He needs to just take a nap.
Yeah, he
he's
needs
just-
to.
you got to settle down there, Letang.
Yeah.
Just take a breather. Do some yoga.
It's not heart attacks, it's strokes, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was a stroke. It was a stroke.
Yeah.
Heart attack,
that's
stroke, potato. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brain
I'm
death.
not a heart surgeon.
Jeff Petrie.
Jeffrey Petrie. We're actually at time.
Right.
So what's everyone watching?
Back.
Degrassi again.
All right.
And
Well,
the
since
part-
we all know what that's about, we can go on.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I did also start watching Black Mirror from the beginning as well.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
so bad at starting new shows. I'm so sorry.
It's gonna be weird watching it from the beginning because you're gonna be like,
I forget so much about the like. I was watching season 1. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
it's a lot more. I think the earlier seasons are a bit more like, oh, whoa,
Yeah.
like more thought provoking than like the newer ones. I'm kind of like, South Park did that
Yeah.
like 15 years ago. But what can you do? What are you watching, Veronica?
Sorry, guys, to be a major downer, but there is a series on Disney Plus, Hulu in the United States. I forget what it's called, but it's about a cult that was originated at Sarah Lawrence. Is that the name of the university?
Yes.
That's it. That's the lesbian one.
Yes.
So
The lesbian
It's-
university.
It's these kids there's one kid whose father comes out of prison, and he comes and sort of like moves in with his kid at university. This is real life.
Stolen youth.
Stolen youth. It is the most disturbing shit that you will watch in your life.
So this
he-
isn't like a Van Wilder type of thing.
No, it's a cult.
Okay.
This guy basically has like he makes these people go crazy and
It's a
do
sex
crazy
cult.
shit. It is the most disturbing thing that I've ever seen. There's one with 3 siblings who all get sucked into this, and their lives get destroyed. And he's basically creating this, like, he has like these people, he turns them into sex workers.
Oh, so
And
it's like Nexium, but in college.
And then he's making money off of their tricks.
Oh, okay. So it's okay.
But-
This is actually like other guys, Will Ferrell, when he's like, "No,
This is-
I wasn't a pimp. I was an event coordinator for ladies in college." Like, dude, you were a pimp.
Most
No.
disturbing shit.
Yeah, it sucks though. That is.
There's
pretty
a
fucked up.
lot of it is on film. Him talking to these people, and they've lost their fucking minds, and they started out as normal, smart people.
Well,
If you can stomach it, it's really, really extremely disturbing.
that's
He completely destroyed this family, all 3 siblings who have come back. All the siblings are okay now, but all these children of these parents were so fucked for years. Cult leaders. They're
Did-
just like,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Did you ever watch the Nexium thing on Crave?
I never did because I don't have it.
It's not on Crave.
It's not that I don't have it. There is one that on my favorite murder, they said that there was another one that was better, and I don't have access to it
Yeah, but
because there's a lot of the stuff on HBO that's left out.
especially now that it's Max and not HBO Max now.
Right.
All that bullshit. And
Did you guys ever watch Wild Wild Country? That's on Netflix.
Oh.
That one, it's
No.
about the cult that was in like Oregon, and they like wore all red, and they were led by this East Asian guy, and he like married like everybody, and there was like he like took a vow of silence, and then one of his wives, like her name was something Sheila, she became like the leader. He had like all these Rolls Royces, and they like went and they like put salmonella in all the buffets in
What?
like, the local town in order to like poison the residents. And then they tried to they like were running for elections for like local offices and stuff, so that way they could like basically take over the town and just like expand themselves. They had an airport.
No,
It's crazy. It's bonkers.
Wild Country.
Wild Wild Country. It is
Okay.
on Netflix.
Okay.
Very good. It has like I think it has like 6 or 7 episodes. It's pretty extensive. Might be longer than that. The music is also very good. It's like 70s.
So this is not a documentary.
It is a documentary.
It is a documentary.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
It's
I'll
a
watch it.
docu-series.
Okay.
Yes. Very good.
I will
so
watch it.
I know that we're surprised how people get taken by cults of personality, but then I think about how popular, what was the Tiger show?
Oh yeah.
Tiger King.
Tiger King. How popular Tiger King was, and people will literally vote that guy for president when he runs.
Well,
Never watched it.
Well, it was
I'm
quite a
still the
thing.
one person that hasn't watched it.
It
I
was
haven't
very,
watched it either. Have not.
It was like for this is my own personal experience. For me, it was like watching a zoo exhibit.
Right.
It's like watching people. I'm like, how are these people real? Do they exist? Because you haven't met somebody like that, or I haven't personally. So I was like, wow, these are real people. This isn't acting or whatever. Like these are
It's
real
like, this
people.
is
that
like my
exist and
friend
they think
Daryl.
and
I don't
act
see the
and
problem
do-
here. I've so let's see here. I've been watching let's see. So 2 things I'll
South
mention.
Park.
Peaky Blinders.
Oh,
I forgot that Tom Hardy is in that.
Yes, Tom Hardy is in it. We
I
talked about this.
completely forgot
Ugh.
that he was in that. So I was watching episode 2, season 2,
Jewish
just being
man.
like, okay, what's gonna happen? Oh, Tommy, what's wrong with the horse? Oh, Tommy, we have to bet on the horse races. Oh, Tommy, oh no, they bombed the bar, Tommy. We gotta, oh, you just go have to hurry, brothers. We gotta buy the guns, Tommy. Every fucking episode's like that, and then it's like, it gets into the fuzz guitar, it's like, and they're walking slowly down a fucking dirty ass street because it's the industrial, I don't know, whatever. So, then episode 2 of season 2 starts.
in it.
And the camera's following some big broad-shouldered dude just walking down a hallway, and then he turns his head. I'm like, that's motherfucking Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
And my interest
Yeah, bitch.
peaked. And
Yeah,
also any scene with Sam Neill in it. I'm very glad that he's in that show because it's only those
Ah.
2 that are keeping me in it now. Peaky Blinders.
Can you tell me what episode? And I'll just like look that one up.
Honestly, start the show from that episode and you'll be like, oh, all sorts of stuff is going on that's kind of interesting. Because I don't get the Cillian Murphy or Killian Murphy.
Killian.
Yeah,
It's
Killian
Killian.
Murphy. Yeah, Killian Murphy obsession. He's just a weird looking dude.
Okay,
I
but
don't know
him
who
as
that is.
Scarecrow in Batman Begins.
I thought he fucking sucked.
Okay, but you also were not a 12-year-old girl going to the movies without an adult for the first time.
No, because like Batman
That was my
Begins.
joke. No, just kidding.
Batman Begins, I liked the movie. And I was like, oh, there's Scarecrow.
Listen, okay,
I'm kinda
I didn't
bored.
care about this character Scarecrow. I cared about the man in the Scarecrow suit.
Just, I remember, I know people were like, oh, he's the Peaky Blinders guy. Oh, he's doing the Scarecrow. And I'm like, okay. And now he's going to be, and then now he's in Oppenheimer. And it's like, oh, great. Now I get to watch this fucking,
Some of us
oh,
like
Tommy, the atomic
weird-looking
weapons.
dudes.
We got to get them from the
I like
Nazis.
weird-looking dudes. Okay, Cillian Murphy, Adrian Brody, Rem Pitlick. I mean,
Adrian
Brad Pitt,
Brody,
like-
I like. Adrian Brody, I like. I can deal with him. Like, if
I
Adrian
like
Brody,
Adrian Brody too.
If it was,
Except that he like assaulted fucking Halle Berry that year.
oh yeah,
Yeah, he's a shitbag.
That was gross.
Yeah.
forgot about that. Oh yeah, and Jonah Hill. How about those things?
Oh,
Ooh. So the other show that I'm watching, aside from Peaky Blinders, was Secret Invasion on Disney Plus, the new Marvel show. That show sucks. That is objectively terrible, and I'm so upset about it.
kind of over the superhero shit.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
I don't.
so
I
bad.
would like some other things.
Guardians 3 was pretty good though.
I'm not.
I like
Galaxy
Guardians. I
person.
like that franchise. I like the music. I like the comedy.
I have. Yes.
What?
I have two things. Whenever Dave is done with.
Yeah,
this.
I'm done. Secret Invasion sucks. It's awful.
First thing. First, I'm gonna save this because they might go on a rant. This thing apparently, and this is very niche, maybe. Allegedly, Greta Gerwig is going to direct a new Chronicles of Narnia movie,
Perfect.
and I'm hoping,
Watching it.
I'm hoping it's one of the
100%.
books that they haven't done yet, like The Horse and His Boy. Oh my god! The
I
Magician's
will-
Nephew.
I will-
Oh my god!
I will cosplay a dresser and go to that movie.
There's only the wardrobe. It's a ward.
The dresser, the closet. I will cosplay the closet.
No, but Dave, you
and go-
would make a good Mr. Tumnus.
a
I'm not gonna
wardrobe.
lie. Okay, the second thing, back to Peaky Blinders. Did you guys see that like Ron DeSantis used like a clip
Oh,
I think it was
I did see that. Yep.
from the show in like what in his like campaign ad, and then
What's wrong
like the
with that
Peaky
man?
Blinders like put out a thing like we did not approve of this shit.
Oh, I didn't
Ron
know
DeSantis,
that.
check yourself. Yeah.
You know what the thing is
Reminds
that
me when Tom Petty got mad that fucking the former guy was using his music.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
like
Tom
nothing
Petty's
happened.
Fucking whatever that's called, estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Petty.
Also, apparently, Guy Fieri is friends with him. They were hanging out at like at a wrestling match the other night in Vegas.
I
Who and
saw
who?
that.
Or
was just,
UFA. I mean, UFC.
I was just like thinking, what is the most the most avoidable career suicide is shaking hands with this motherfucker. And so like making a point to shake hands with him in public for photos and everything like that, that's he's trying to
Especially
make a
after being
point.
like such a vocal ally for queer people and like getting ordained in order to
He's
Marry
making-
gay people.
queer weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's making a point, and it's incredibly disappointing. And it might be the most like, like, oh, I'm a queer ally and I'm also shaking hands with the fucking American Hitler. Like it's just like the most I'm so both sides and so better than you because I can do both of these things. No, dude, you can't do both of those things.
No, like
That's like one of the
people-
worst people on the planet.
People are like, oh, we should all come together, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I am not
No,
going to come together with
absolutely
someone that doesn't want people like me to exist, to
Absolutely.
live.
Exactly.
So
They would prefer that the queer community fucking commits
Like,
suicide.
why should I have to compromise and not them?
Exactly.
so
Guy Fieri, huge disappointment. Fucking, you're dead to me now.
so he shook hands with Rob DeSantis. That's what he did.
Nope, the other one.
The blonde one.
The
Trump.
orange one. The
Yeah.
orange. Yeah.
What a fucking
In
idiot.
public. In public. Like
In public at a
you-
UFC
are you
fight.
fucking stupid?
I'm gonna find that image and be like, you know what's great about Threads is that I can call someone a fucking shitbag and I don't get tagged for it. Like, are you sure you want to thread this? Yes,
Yes.
I fucking do.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's all we have time for today. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Just the arm gets like low sometimes.
Shining happy people laughing. Meet me in the crowd. People, throw your love around. Love me, take it into town. Happy, put it